Hello and welcome to Dishing Delights. My name is Jenica and today I am going to share with you another What's for Dinner video that's filled with delicious Instant Pot dinners. Let's get to it. The first meal I am making is a balsamic chicken. Alright, I have some olive oil in this Instant Pot. I'm going to let that heat up. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my aromatics ready. I'm going to take 3 big cloves of garlic and 1 small red onion that I had on hand, and I'm going to chop that up. I'm going to set that aside. Now I'm going to cut up this onion really finely. Alright, I'm going to add my chicken breasts to the bottom of the Instant Pot, and I'm just going to brown each side. I'm going to take my onion and add that in as well. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to add in my garlic and let that cook until it's fragrant. And while that's going, I'm going to take a teaspoon of thyme and I'm going to crumble that up in my hand and then add that. I'm also going to take a teaspoon of parsley and add that in. Ooh, that garlic is starting to get very fragrant. I'm going to add in my can of diced tomatoes. I'm not going to drain that. I'm going to take half of this diced tomato can and fill it up with water. I'm also going to add in a teaspoon of chicken bouillon. That'll add some good flavor. And I'm also going to add in a 1/4 cup of balsamic vinegar. Alright, I have my balsamic chicken in the Instant Pot. I'm going to close it up. We're going to cook this on high pressure for 10 minutes. And then we'll see it when it has natural released. This has been natural releasing for 18 minutes and it's finished. Wow, that smells amazing. So now I'm going to pull my chicken out. I'm going to shred this chicken and then add it back in. What I'm going to do is add it back into the Instant Pot. We're going to let it soak up into that juices while my green beans heat up. I'm going to check it to see if it needs anything else. It needs a little bit of salt and pepper. I'm going to add white pepper. White pepper is my favorite with chicken. Now I'm going to take some of that chicken and serve it alongside my green beans. Now I'm going to take some Parmesan cheese and kind of sprinkle it on top. We've been eating really heavy lately, so this is just a super simple dinner. I'll take the leftover chicken and I'll serve it on top of rice and salads for the rest of my lunches this week. I tend to take a lot of glass jars that I bring into my kitchen home from the grocery store and repurpose them for leftover containers. I am forgetful, and having free containers that are clear so I can see what's in them really helps cut down on food waste in my home. The next meal I'm going to make is a super simple chicken and vegetables. Alright, I'm just finishing up peeling my carrots. I'm going to chop these up, and then I'm going to chop up my potatoes. I'm just going to cut those in half, I believe. We're gonna do another super simple dinner tonight of just chicken breast, carrots, potatoes, some garlic and herb seasoning, and a little bit of olive oil. Super simple. I'm going to cut these carrots into bite-sized chunks. I don't want to cut them too small. And I'm just going to cut these potatoes in half. They're like pretty small potatoes. I'm going to take these carrot peels and add them to this bag of veggie scraps that I keep in the freezer. I'm going to add all of the potatoes and carrots to this bowl. I'm going to set that aside. Then I'm going to get out my chicken breast. Alright, now that I have all the stuff that I want off the chicken, I'm going to cut it into like cubes. I'm probably going to cut each breast into like 6 pieces. And then I'm going to add them to that bowl. I'm going to add these chicken pieces in there. What I'm going to do here is take just a tablespoon of balsamic vinegar, about a tablespoon and a half of this garlic and herb seasoning, and a couple tablespoons of olive oil. I'm just going to mix this all together. You don't have to mix it all the way through, because you could just dump it in the Instant Pot right now. And I'm just trying to make sure each piece gets a little bit. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this to the Instant Pot. And now I am just going to add in a cup of water. Once I close this, I put it on high pressure for 10 minutes. All right, this has been natural releasing for 18 minutes. I'm gonna serve this with a little bit of a side salad. I've been eating on this all week long. Smells amazing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a couple pieces of each and add them to the plate. I'm just going to add a little bit of ranch seasoning to the top of that, and some Parmesan cheese to everything. And for my salad, I'm just going to use a little bit of French dressing. And that is what's for dinner. This also turned out to be super delicious for a quick and easy meal. Alright, I'm going to take care of my leftovers. Ooh, it came back up to pressure when I put the lid back on. It's a good thing I have hands that can withstand a ridiculous amount of heat. Delicious! So this will be great as leftovers for the weekend. This is one of my favorite $2 Goodwill finds. The final meal, we are going to take some country ribs that I have been hiding in the back of my freezer, and I'm going to make them in the Instant Pot. Well, I was going to make a dry rub, but instead I'm just going to use this one I have on hand. So I'm going to pour some of that into this little dish. And what I'm doing here is I'm taking country style pork ribs. They're a little bit frozen still, so I'm going to break them apart. It's 4 pork ribs right here. I'm going to wash my hands, and then I'm going to turn my Instant Pot into saute. I'm just going to take a spoon and kind of sprinkle it over these ribs. Now these are best cooked low and slow if you are going to cook them in the slow cooker or the oven, but it's so nice to have these done in 45 minutes in the Instant Pot. Well, 45 minutes, high pressure. Now I have the Instant Pot on saute right now. I'm going to fully coat all sides of this, all sides of these, while that's heating up. Ooh, these are starting to sweat a little bit. Alright, I'm gonna put olive oil in the Instant Pot and then I'll meet you over there. Alright, I got some olive oil in here. I'm going to set these ribs in there. I'm just gonna let them get brown on all sides. You probably don't need to do this. I just added in 2/3 of a cup of beef broth. Now I'm going to add in 1/2 cup of barbecue sauce. I'm going to mix that around a little bit. Now I'm going to put this on high pressure for 45 minutes. Alright, this has been natural releasing. It took 21 minutes for it to fully release. And let's check these out. Oh, those are pull apart. Perfect. Alright, I'm gonna take this one for me. And I'm gonna serve mine next to a salad. And I am going to grab 2 for my husband. I'm just gonna grab him like 1.5. I have some fries that I had in the air fryer. I'm gonna add some to my plate. I'm going to add my salad dressing. And that is what's for dinner. This turned out phenomenal. If you haven't tried country ribs before, I'd highly recommend checking them out for the Instant Pot. The rest of the week, we ate leftovers of beef stroganoff and chili that I featured in my last Instant Pot recipes video. I'll have that linked in the description box down below. The Instant Pot made this week's meals super simple and absolutely delicious. Thank you so much for watching this week's What's for Dinner video. If you liked this video and would like more videos like this, please like and subscribe and hit that notification bell down below so you can be notified when I upload my next video. Thanks for watching.